Do you believe you can handle fear better than others? If that's the case, be prepared for some real goose pimples.
Goose Pimples.
Goose Pimples.
Goose Pimples.
Goose Pimples!
The channel was epic.
But before we start, here's a disclaimer. Watch this video after midnight at your own risk, or your mind might pose a threat to you tonight.
Goose Pimples are a husband and wife run top 5 team consisting of their lead researcher, script writers, video editors and thumbnail designers Mr. and Mrs. Goose Pimples, alongside narrators Zach, Lily and Sean. Together they create some of the best top 5 videos weekly. Mrs. Goose Pimples is of British origin, but Mr. Pimples is of a Portuguese background, but they prefer not to speak on their videos due to quote being extreme introverts. So for this reason they hire voice artists to narrate their videos.
3 AM a Ouija Board challenge, and not just on any night, but on Halloween night. Could it go any better? Well, reserve your judgment until you've watched the entire video. He seems to have given up on the game altogether after this horrifying incident. Take a look.
But after speaking to Mr. and Mrs. Goose Pimples over the phone, they explained the reason why they started their channel.
We've always been into watching scary stuff and paranormal videos.
For me, it was interest in the paranormal started really young because my older brother was obsessed with paranormal. He had loads of books and videos and things.
So we both had this interest in the paranormal, and we started watching Most Haunted and Ghost Adventures together when we got together. And then the lockdown hit, and we basically ran out of content to watch. So I thought, why don't we go and check YouTube? They follow all sorts of stuff. So then by that time we realized we could actually watch YouTube on the telly. We first found Nukes Top 5. That was the very first channel we found, and we literally got hooked, like completely. We wouldn't do anything else. Then we found Slap Time. Then we found you guys as well. Started watching your stuff. I've always had a dream of becoming a YouTuber. I used to have a TeamSpeak. When I was back in Portugal, I spent a lot of time playing games.
Right.
So I uploaded a video on YouTube, and that was my very first video that reached 100,000 views, and I got really excited about the views and the idea of having a channel, you know, like all the buzz you get when you get people watching your stuff. That brought a dream of being a creator, but I went all these years. I've been in the UK for 15 years now, so all this time I went doing all sorts of work not related to YouTube or content creation or anything. But you know, that dream was always on the back of my mind. I really wanted to become a YouTuber. I had no idea doing what. One day I came upstairs, had an idea. Why don't we hire, you know, because I'm so conscious about my accent for narrations and my talent for narration. It's probably just a silly thing, but I don't think I could do a good narration for the channel, or at least the narration that the audience deserves. Because then we thought about what could we do, and that's when we came with the idea of doing paranormal videos.
Right.
Surely can't be that hard.
Yeah.
You know, they said it couldn't be that hard. This is when I messaged Zach. I had the idea of starting to do paranormal videos like Nukes Top 5. And we also, at that time, we also picked the name. I said, I'm really struggling with the name for the channel. It has to be something to do with Goosebumps or something like that. Why don't we try Goose Pimples? And I was like, what? My first instinct was laughing, because I had no idea people would say Goose Pimples, and I had no idea that Goose Pimples was an actual thing.
After watching countless hours of compilation channels, they would begin their own channel on January 27th, 2021, with Mrs. Pimples being a complete believer and Mr. Pimples being more of a skeptic.
I've always been a skeptic. My wife's always been a believer, and that's how we've always been.
They created their channel with the intent of putting together some of the best and most compelling videos possible. Their first video would be uploaded on the 13th of February 2021, titled Top 5 Scary Videos That Will Make You Cry for Mama.
Number 5. Demon in the Forest. This video was uploaded in 2006 and played an instrumental role in challenging the idea that monsters aren't real. With millions of views accumulated so far, we better not try to disclaim it. Two men wandering through an abandoned forest in the outskirts of Camp de Novo, Spain, in the middle of the night can be a terrifying scenario on its own. But what they came across during their ill-timed expedition will give you the worst jump scare. Let's take a look.
Home, tio, ja veus si sent insonant. Des de fa rato que sent insonant. Que sí, collons, que sí, tia. Escolta, ho sents o no? Puta, tio. Ei, va, corre, corre, tia, va!
After finding large feathers in the woods, the two men spot a creature with open wounds on its back. When it looks at them, their camera catches a reflection in its eyes, which is enough to make them run without looking back. Can you imagine yourself in that position? What would you do? Leave a comment below.
And for a very first video, it was incredibly well put together. This video had a slow start, only getting a little over 4,500 views, but that didn't matter to Goose Pimples as they continue to upload videos, with each one getting better and better in quality. The views would stay low for a few months until one video made a real dent in the YouTube algorithm, and on the 30th of May 2021, 4 months after starting, they would upload a video that was going to change Goose Pimples forever. The video was titled 5 Scary Videos of the Zozo Demon, a Ouija Board Gone Wrong. The hike in views is most likely due to a combination of Goose Pimples' better skills with editing, but also the clips that they featured. Just like this infamous clip from the now dormant YouTube channel Mellowbird.
Probably heard of Mellowbird already. A great YouTuber who always catching terrifying poltergeist activity in his home. He uploaded this video while trying his hand at the infamous Ouija board and got a taste of its evilness.
Hi everybody, it's nearly Halloween. My buddy haunted Sunshine Girl on Saturday the 29th of October at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. Did I say that right? She's going to be doing something special on her channel. I think it's a live feed, but don't quote me on that. You're going to pay me now, in cash this time, no checks. Last one bounced. I'm going to be doing a little Ouija board, again, I don't know if it works.
A Ouija board has a history of strange, evil things happening to people using it.
Okay, well that hit. I was about to go to the pub, so I'm not going to the garden, so...
This YouTuber is no exception, as he gets a paranormal punch in the face even before starting to use the board. Isn't it strange that there is a distinct aura of mysteriousness surrounding Ouija boards? Whoever chooses to use it has to bear the consequences, which aren't always inoffensive. So what happens with the dude in this video? Watch closely, or you'll miss the best part. Did you miss it? Let's watch the spookiest part again, in slow motion. Was this the work of his resident poltergeist, or something else present in the room? Check out his channel, it will certainly challenge your skepticism.
This video started an uphill run for Goose Pimples, taking their videos now from 5,000 views to around 50,000 per video, and that number just continued to climb. A few months after this, Goose Pimples started to try something new alongside their typical top 5 videos. Once a month, they'd upload a mega compilation video containing some of the best clips that they featured that month. With a mixture of popular clips and a longer video, it fed into the algorithm and would explode in popularity, with their first one surpassing 350,000 views. Because of the popularity of these videos, Goose Pimples jumped from gaining a couple of hundred subs per month to a couple of thousand. Their fans are loving this video, and in the comments it's full of support for the, at this point, new creators.
Just discovered your channel and I'm very impressed. Great selection of videos. I have been investigating the paranormal for 20 plus years and have had many encounters with shadow people. A lot of people say, how could you not see it? It's right in front of you. Well, personally, I have been standing face to face with them before, and you don't see them. They show up on camera. I have seen plenty with the naked eye, but that's only when they want you to see them. Please keep up the great work and the fantastic selection. Very, very impressed with this channel, and you now have 1 more subscriber. Excited to see a notification from Goose Pimples. Been cleaning all morning, and now it's time to relax and enjoy my favourite scary YouTube channel.
And for all the video quality was getting even better, what makes these videos even more impressive is that all of Goose Pimples' videos for the first 18 months of their channel was actually done on a video editing program on Mr. Pimples' mobile phone. Their videos would then continue like this, with their regular top 5s getting a respectable amount of views, but varied. Their most popular videos were their mega compilations, which would always get upwards of 150,000 views. After a few months of uploading, Goose Pimples would then take a step in a different direction to try and put themselves apart from the rest of the top 5's channels. At this point, Goose Pimples' thumbnails would typically have a background consisting of something scary like an apparition or an Ouija board, with an overlay of an exaggerated well-known face that would be featured within the video, like Matty Maggs or Loey Lane. But now their thumbnails have turned into the style that we know of today, consisting of scary red and white writing and highlighting something scary that is going to be featured within that video. This seems to have been a sensible move from Goose Pimples, as due to these thumbnails delivering a bit more insight into the video, the views started to creep up, with their videos now reaching over 50,000 views with every video. Not only are their thumbnails improving, but their editing skills are improving too, leading to a more enjoyable viewing for the fans of Goose Pimples.
Paranormal Nightmares, after finding the terrifying footage you're about to watch. The uploader's mum was at the house alone watching TV upstairs when she heard the kettle turning on. She came downstairs to turn it off. That's when she noticed strange noises coming from the basement. Nervous, she rushed back upstairs and waited for her son to return home. After checking if they caught something on camera, they made a shocking discovery. Keep your eyes peeled to the screen, because this place seems to be a paranormal hotspot. Everything in this room seems to have a life of its own, but maybe you spotted something we didn't. Let's debunk this one in the comment section.
Whilst Goose Pimples could see an increase in their videos, they realised that they'd need to go bigger to try and get more eyes on their channel. This is when they tried to get the attention of Ben from Casper Site, a popular reaction channel who's well known for reacting to top 5 channels just like theirs, and with his large audience he can get people to check out channels that they'd never seen or heard of before. They'd get his attention by featuring him on the thumbnail of one of their videos, by using his popular catchline, Shadow Bastards. The video surrounded shadow figures caught on camera, and this tactic worked, as on the 13th of August 2021, Ben would react to their channel for the first time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Casper Site. How the devil is it up? Is my volume up? It is up. How the devil are you, mate? Today we are watching a scary compilation. Yes, indeed. These are ghosts, and they are the Japanese ghosts. Freaky deaky! You know how much I love the Japanese ghosts, alright? Yeah, really love them, alright? So we're probably going to be meeting the Grudge today, and the Ring bitch. This channel is Goose Pimples. They're on 8.94, no, yeah, what, 8.94k at the moment. Let's see if by the end of today we can get them to 9k. Alright? Let's see. Just fucking go crazy, man. And all go over there, subscribe, and do the thing. Anyway, this one is called Japanese Ghost Top 5 Scary Videos of Real Yokai. yokai, the like The Grudge. Yeah, basically in brackets, like The Grudge. That's a long ass title. Alright, but anyway. So I'm in one of those moods today. Anyway, without further ado, Daily Day, let's do this.
This shout out would serve as a huge benefit to Goose Pimples, as they would see a huge increase of almost 4,000 subscribers, and they'd jump from around 4,000 views a month to over 200,000 views a month, a number that would only be increased as the months go on. Goose Pimples would then continue to upload videos as they had been, but on the 4th of January 2022, Goose Pimples would upload their most popular video to date with over 1 million views. The video would be an hour-and-a-half video consisting of 20 of the scariest videos of that year.
The video is part of a paranormal investigation series documented by TikToker KD Assad. He is part of a team of paranormal investigators who examine haunted places and poltergeist activities across Pakistan. He relays their findings for viewers to ponder on the existence of ghosts. In this footage, a bunch of guys are stuck in a creepy, dishevelled house. The whole scenario is already quite eerie, but the horror quotient rises several notches when they experience something very unusual and frightening. Let's watch.
बाज को पकड़ जा के पकड़ जरा
What do you think could be causing such havoc in this creepy basement? Do you think it is some really scary poltergeist activity, or just a coincidence?
This video again would really certify Goose Pimples as one of the top creators for the top 5 genre, and because of this they'd go on to gain over 11,000 subscribers in the month of January. This would be their highest number of subscribers that they'd ever gained in a single month. At this point, Goose Pimples is going from strength to strength, with their videos now reaching upwards of 250,000 views. Just like these videos that are titled 5 scary ghost videos that will keep you awake, literally.
Number 4. It will grab you. The YouTube channel The Dark Path Scary does a great job at finding creepy ass footage of poltergeist activity. But this is surely on another level. The scenes you're about to watch will make you consider leaving the lights on tonight. Let's watch. The video starts out quite calm before what could only be described as an unholy presence takes over. He is grabbed by the legs as if someone or something was attempting to take him away. The man knew he had no choice but to fight, free himself and avoid a catastrophic ending. And boy, did he fight his way out of this one. It's safe to say he'll be spending the rest of the night wide awake. That's if he be spending the night at the house at all.
Top 5 scary videos that prove some ghosts want to hurt you.
Number 4. Paranormal Punch in the Face. Uploaded onto the YouTube channel The Dark Path Scary, this creepy ass video will leave you scared to even walk down the road. What the hell happened there? She literally went flying. Let's dig a little deeper. If it were a hefty gust of wind, the guy in the orange top would have been impacted by it too. And it doesn't look like some weird gymnastics that she performed herself. It looks like someone or something threw her to the ground. A more logical explanation would be that while making a right turn, the truck caught an overhead power cable, dragging it until it eventually hits the lady. How lucky was the guy in the orange top? He not only found a note on the floor, but while crouching to pick it up, also avoided a brutal cable slap. One thing's for sure, If you ever wondered what does a paranormal punch in the face look like, now you know. What do you think? Fancy camera work or real aggression from the afterlife?
A couple of months later, another insanely popular video would be uploaded titled Best Scary Videos Ever Mega Compilation V1, which would reach over 1.3 million views. 2 weeks later, they'd capitalise on this popularity and they'd upload another video titled Best Scary Videos Ever Mega Comp V2, and it would be equally as popular with again 1.3 million views. On the 17th of June 2022, Goose Pimples would try something different though, away from top 5s. Instead, they'd opt for a documentary style video on the hugely popular YouTube channel known as Nukes Top 5. The video served as a deep dive into Nukes' origin story. This video was quite popular for Goose Pimples, gaining over 117,000 views, and the comments seemed to really enjoy this new style of video. This just makes me respect the channel even more, giving props and understanding to fellow creators and even acknowledging the influence is simply proper. I'm so glad to see a great content creator do a deep dive and promote another great content creator. You've just got yourself another lifetime viewer. Though this would be the only style of this video that Goose Pimples would upload. Goose Pimples at this point was at the top of their game, with videos that look clean and crisp, their audience loving every video they uploaded and mastering their trade. It seemed like nothing could stop them, and they were also tagging fellow creators like Callan from Slapped Ham when they'd use him for a title and a thumbnail of this video. Because of this, in the month of February 2023, Goose Pimples would hit the huge milestone of 100,000 subscribers after 2 years of creating top 5 videos. But if there's something that we've learned whilst doing research on Goose Pimples, it's they like to keep themselves separate from the rest of the pack, mixing it up with their thumbnails, content style and humour within their videos. But they were about to do something with their content that was going to baffle even their long-time viewers. While searching the internet, they'd find a lot of ghost videos. Some are blatant fakes, some really make them stop and wonder, and that's what they were looking for. Having a genuine interest in the paranormal themselves, they feel equally as invested in searching for the truth as everyone else, and it would sometimes anger them to find such blatant fakes online. For this reason, they wanted to, instead of just posting any clips that they could find that would guarantee views, they'd try and make their channel a reliable source for real paranormal. To do this, they'd need to do a few things though. Search for the real content, but also guarantee its authenticity by debunking as best they can the clips that they're showing. This is when they'd mix up their content and point out any flaws in videos that they can spot, and praise the videos where the computer manipulation can't be found.
Yeah, there is that lack of critical thinking in the scary compilation niche. I think there is a lot of leaving up to the viewer to decide, but there's not actually commentary value, in my opinion. There's not much commentary value. You know, commentary YouTubers on all sorts of niches, they always give an opinion, and that's actually fair use. When you give your opinion, when you comment on something, but when you just show someone else's video, and the video serves the same purpose of the original content creation, you kind of not. It's a bit dodgy when it comes to fair use.
Yeah.
You're not actually commenting on something, you're not actually giving your own opinion. And sometimes it's hard to give our own opinions on videos because the paranormal is paranormal.
Yes.
It's hard to sometimes have a strong opinion because no one knows, and that's the fun of it.
They'd then start to wear this new niche they had with pride, as they'd put up a community post to their audience like this. Hey Spookies, I'm truly sorry for missing the upload last weekend. It's getting harder to find decent paranormal clips with such blatant fakes popping out. So instead of prioritising video editing, I had to spend extra time working on research, as none of the narrators had scripts to work on. I'm still working on video editing, but hopefully you'll have a new video tonight. On that note, I thought of leaving you with something to think about. Is your favourite paranormal compilation channel doing his/her homework? If not, make sure to give it to them straight. And they would also be brutally honest with the people that were sending in clips. The email reads as follows: Hi Goose Pimples, I posted another video today. had more activity today whilst working from home. Regards, and then the sender. Goose Pimples would follow up to this and respond by saying, "Hi, thank you so much for sending this one across. Although I couldn't spot any strings or cuts in the first video you sent, I did notice a cut in the 59-second on this new one. And while we never say for a fact that it is indeed a cut, because cameras are not always perfect with quick movements, I do feel the obligation to mention that I noticed to my audience. Of course, I won't be disrespectful or say for a fact that it is fake, but I'd like you to consider if you still want us to feature your video. Would you like us to feature your channel and mention both my positive and negative takes on it, or would you prefer us not to feature it? Please let me know." And this shows how brutally honest Goose Pimples will be with people who send clips into their channel. And from this point on, Goose Pimples would go on a journey of debunking clips if they saw flaws, just like this popular video here.
After watching this, we really felt they might be using software masking or a green suit to hide the person moving the scooter. So, of course, from here on out, we had to dig a little deeper. Let's start by figuring out their channel ID and see what we can find about their YouTube channel. It might help us make a more informed opinion about the legitimacy of their claims. You see, any YouTuber can change their nickname, but what they can't change is their channel ID, unless they create a new account. With that in mind, and with the help of the beautiful Wayback Machine, we found some pretty interesting stuff that no other paranormal channel mentioned when covering this story. As it turns out, this same YouTube channel back in 2019 was completely unrelated to the paranormal. Instead, their video titles, content, and even channel branding targeted a very popular niche on YouTube at the time: family content. And guess what's also popular right now? You guessed it right, paranormal videos. Of course, this doesn't necessarily mean their videos are fake, but it surely seems to reveal an interest in clout chasing. Could that be considered a solid motivation to fake content? Well, that's up to you. But the fact that they deleted all their old videos after 2019, when paranormal content became trendy, and suddenly changed their name and content to target the paranormal audience, which gives more chances of going viral, seems a little sus. Anyway, let's just do it like all the other top 5 channels and leave it up to you to decide.
To this day, Goose Pimples is continuing to upload their spooky top 5s every single week, but they are also broadening their horizon. There are other channels like Gooseflesh and Goose Pimple Clips where they'd sporadically upload different types of content like Bigfoot or UFOs, with their first ever video to the Gooseflesh channel actually hitting over 100,000 views. With Goose Pimples on a steady incline to the top of YouTube, it looks like nothing can stop them from one day challenging the likes of Chills, Nukes Top 5 and Slapped Ham for the most subscribed top 5 channel, and we can't wait to see what comes next on their honest search for the paranormal.